If the Titanic, if they had enough throwables, Jack would not have had to die, okay? Boat safety. I can't stress enough. Boat safety, boat safety. In fact, I'm wearing a life jacket right now and I'm not anywhere near the water. The reason being is that I eventually will be in this boat. And these things are so comfortable. It's just amazing how comfortable they've made these nowadays. Let's start with the trailer. If we're gonna tow the boat to the lake, we're gonna need to tow it obviously behind your power unit. And one of the first things you wanna do is make sure that the receiver hitch has got the right size ball to go to on your truck. Once that's done, your part of the step is gone. Chains are I can't stress that enough, how you must have chains when you're connecting them to your truck. And when you do connect them to the truck, make sure that you crisscross them. You crisscross them for the reason being is that, let's say if the trailer comes off the coupler and it's gonna come down, the change will prevent that from hitting the pavement, which will then keep this whole unit connected to your truck, your power unit. This is so important. Every year, people lose their lives because of the fact that the trailer has been disconnected from the truck and it's gone over a lane or two or gone into the ditch. People die every year because of it, and it could have been prevented by just using the chains and crisscrossing them underneath. Along with that, you want to make sure that you've got a good power connection to the power unit. Every one of your trucks have different one. You can go with a flat and you can go with a round, but they have adapters. You will get pulled over if you don't have the lights. And let's say if you have a scenario of where you're pulling up to a stoplight, your lights aren't working, you've got somebody behind you who's not paying attention, they run into your whole unit right there. The day is gone, the week is gone, could be a month gone because of the fact that you've got to now deal with insurance, which a lot of times is not an overnight type of a fix. The next thing is you want to do is you want to make sure that your boat is tight to the trailer. Once it has been clicked and engaged, this is loose, this is live, this is where it's going to keep it on there. You also want to have a safety chain on that. Again, the theme here is safety. Comes off when you're going to be launching it, when you go to put it on the trailer, and trailering it anywhere, you want to have that safety chain on there. For those of you with rollers on your trailer, like this one is, when you get to that boat ramp, if you've got a very steep incline, you're going to want to keep the safety chain close to it until that lower unit, and I'd say at least most of the trailer is in the water. We're going to now move and transition into the boat. Well, now that I'm in the boat, what we have to work with is if you don't have the plug for the boat, it's going to be a wet day. We don't want that, okay? So before you get up into your boat, put the plug in the boat. I know, it's the most simplest of any things that you remember, but this is one of the things that people forget. Rick actually has his attached to his keys, so he knows that he actually has to take this off before you can start the engine. It's not a bad idea. Some of the things that you must have in the state of Minnesota for this size boat is a fire extinguisher. If the boat is over 26 feet, you actually need 2. So for this size boat, which is a 17-foot Alumacraft, very nice boat, I'm sure it's killed a lot of fish in it, you need to have a fire extinguisher. You also need to have, along with a life jacket for everyone on board, you need to have a throwable. That is usually a seat cushion, and what you do is you've got to have it accessible somewhere in the boat, so in case someone does go overboard, you have to throw that to them. If the Titanic, if they had enough throwables, Jack would not have had to die, okay? Holding onto that piece of wood out there with Rose. Rose was up, she was fine. If he had a throwable, he'd have lived, okay? Totally different story. Back to the boat. We also have to have a noisemaker. So that one has a horn. So if you're in a smaller boat, you need to have a whistle. Someone with a very loud voice does not work as a sound, so you need to have something other. There we go. You need to have a horn of some kind, all right? Other things to have on the boat would be ropes. So tying up to a dock, coming into the dock, you gotta have some ropes, some bumpers, just in case the guy next to you doesn't know how to drive a boat and he's coming in, you wanna have your bumpers out. At this point, what I want you to do is have a very safe and productive walleye opener, and I'm gonna have some other videos in regards to the boating along with the charter captains. To be or not to be. That has nothing to do with boats. When you're on the boat, it's okay, someone does go overboard, you have to throw that to them. I was gonna say something like, unless it was your mother-in-law. Cut.